Hello everyone. So how are you all? Did you understand yesterday's lecture? Yesterday we started with chapter 2, that is health and diseases. Did you finish your homework? I will be sending you notes also. Okay. Now today we will see about the different infectious diseases. So yesterday we studied about infectious diseases. What are infectious diseases? The diseases which could be spread through air, food, water. Okay, air, food, water, or vectors. What are vectors? Vectors are carriers which carry the diseases. Okay, so by all these modes it could be spread. Infectious diseases could spread. Now there are some questions on page number 8. Okay, on page number 8 these are the answers for that. Can you tell page number 8? What is the question? How can we observe personal hygiene? How can we observe personal hygiene? By washing hands, regular bathing, and maintaining cleanliness. That is personal hygiene. Why should we drink boiled water in rainy season? Why we generally drink boiled water in rainy season? Because microorganisms present in water die during boiling. These are short answers which I am giving you. These answers you may write in your textbook. Okay, and whatever I will be giving you in notes, that you may write in your notebook. Okay, now the third question is, why the clean hand drive is run in schools? It is to improve the habit of school children to avoid illness. Okay, to keep themselves clean so that they can avoid illness. So these are the answers for these questions. Now we may move on to the first disease, that is dengue. Okay, now dengue, you all know that it is a disease which is spread by mosquitoes. Towards the right hand side they have shown a diagram of some tires. Okay, in some schools they give that diagram and ask questions, the same question which is there in the textbook. Okay, so how will you explain? The basic explanation I have given here. It becomes a breeding ground for mosquitoes and spread of malaria, dengue, etc. So if tires are thrown away like that, then the water will get collected in those tires, and due to collection of water the larvae of mosquitoes will grow in that water, and it will give rise to mosquitoes. So mosquitoes are breeded. Okay, they will breed in those tires, and more number of mosquitoes will be produced, and the mosquitoes will increase in number. It could spread diseases like malaria and dengue. You should be able to explain it. But what is the main point? The main point is it becomes a breeding ground for mosquitoes and the spread of malaria, dengue, etc. Now what is dengue? It is spread by Aedes aegypti. This is the scientific name of a mosquito. Okay, Aedes aegypti, this is the scientific name of a mosquito. And what is the causative organism? Okay, what is the causative organism? The causative organism is Den 1-2 virus. Just like we are having COVID, that is corona viral virus disease 2019, that is COVID-19. Okay, just like that for dengue it is DEN 1-2 virus. That is the name of the virus which causes the disease. Okay, and what do these do? They just spread the disease. Okay, so there is difference. It is not caused by biting of mosquitoes, it is spread by biting of mosquitoes. But what is the causative organism? The causative organism is Den 1-2 virus. That means the mosquito which is biting us should be having this virus, then only we will get dengue. But we cannot see which mosquito is having that virus, so we prevent ourselves from getting bitten by mosquitoes. Okay, so it is caused by Den 1-2 virus. It is a type of flavivirus. Now there are different types of viruses: flavivirus, DNA virus, RNA virus, several different types of viruses, coronaviruses. These are all families of viruses. Okay, so flavivirus is a family. The Den 1-2 virus belong to the family flavivirus. Okay, so Den 1-2 virus is the causative organism of dengue, and it is spread by Aedes aegypti. Now what are the symptoms? Acute fever. Acute means which is short term, but it is very high. The fever is high. Acute fever and headache, vomiting. Pains in eye socket, eye socket, inside the eye socket there is pain. Decrease in platelet count. Now what do you mean by platelets? Platelets are cells which are present in blood. Okay, in blood there are three types of cells: RBC, WBC and platelets. There is decrease in platelet count that may lead to hemorrhage. Hemorrhage is breaking of blood vessel. Okay, so there is breaking of blood vessel. So this is decrease in platelet count. These are the symptoms of dengue. I repeat, what are the symptoms of dengue? Acute fever and headache, vomiting, pains in eye socket, decrease in platelet count that may lead to hemorrhage, that is breaking of blood vessel. Now whenever you write the symptoms, you have to write the symptoms which is given in the textbook. You cannot become a doctor and write your own symptoms. You cannot write fever, cough, cold, headache. You cannot write like that. You have to learn the symptoms which has been given in the textbook, then write the symptoms. Okay, the symptoms are generally asked. You have to learn all these symptoms. Okay, now you may mark this in your textbook. So there is an observe and discuss question on page number 8. They have given diagrams: dengue, reasons and preventive measures. Okay, reasons and preventive measures. You could be asked a question, write the reasons and preventive measures of dengue. Okay, otherwise the question will be, they will give you the diagram and ask to fill up the boxes. Okay, I have started with a blue container which is shown on the page. Okay, a blue container here. Okay, this blue container which is a tank. Okay, which is used for storing water. Okay, now what has to be written in those boxes? I have written here. In those boxes you may write, cover containers or barrels with lids. Okay, it is better to cover containers or barrels with lids. Towards the right, cover water pots to prevent growth of mosquitoes. Clean air coolers regularly. Wear long pants and long sleeves cloth to prevent mosquito bites. Guppy fish, it is a type of fish, are used to control mosquitoes. Spraying insecticides to control mosquito population, or use of mosquito repellents. So these are the points which could be followed to prevent dengue. Okay, so what are the methods to prevent dengue? The first is cover containers or barrels with lids. Cover water pots to prevent growth of mosquitoes. Clean air coolers regularly. Wear long pants and long sleeves cloth to prevent mosquito bites. Guppy fish are used to control mosquitoes. Spraying insecticides to control mosquito population, and use of mosquito repellents. You may write all these methods in your textbook also, and you have to learn it because they could ask a question to write the methods to prevent the spread of dengue. Okay, so you may write in your textbook. Okay, you have to start from here, that is the blue colored tank which is shown towards the right. Okay, you may write. Now on the same page there is a do you know box which have been given. Malaria is caused due to female Anopheles, while elephantiasis due to female Culex. These are types of mosquitoes. So malaria is caused due to female Anopheles, while elephantiasis due to female Culex. It is a fill in the blank question. Anopheles and Aedes grow in clean water, while Culex in dirty sewage water. You may mark this. It could be asked as an objective question. Okay, you may mark and write in your textbook. Okay, right. Now the next disease is swine flu. Swine flu is caused by the virus influenza A H1N1 virus. Okay, so what is the name of the virus? It is Influenza A, H1N1 virus. Okay, what are the reasons? The reasons for swine flu are: it occurs through pigs and humans. The viruses are spread through sweat of the infected person, secretion of nose, throat and saliva. The secretions which come out of nose, throat and saliva. These are the reasons. So what are the reasons? Occurs through pigs and humans. The viruses spread through sweat of the infected person, secretion of nose, throat and saliva. What are the symptoms? Symptoms: difficulty in breathing, sore throat, body pains. You have to write these symptoms only. Okay, so symptoms are difficulty in breathing, sore throat and body pains. Okay, so this is about swine flu. Nowadays you are familiar with the term COVID-19. Okay, that is the name of the disease. It is caused by coronavirus. It is a type of coronavirus. It is again a virus. This is also a virus, that is swine flu. It is caused by influenza A, H1N1 virus. It occurs through pigs and humans. It is spread through sweat of infected person, secretions of nose, throat and saliva. So generally it affects the respiratory system. Symptoms include difficulty in breathing, sore throat and body pains. Okay, now there is a point in the textbook on page number 9, diagnosis of swine flu. For diagnosis of swine flu, the liquid from the throat of the patient is sent in the laboratory. That point you may mark, it could be asked as an objective. Diagnostic facilities are available in National Institute of Virology, Pune and National Institute of Communicable Diseases, Delhi. Okay, so these points are objective type questions. Then again there is a do you know on the right hand side. First case of swine flu was reported in Mexico in 2009, so it is a recent one. Swine flu is caused by virus influenza A, H1N1. Persons who come in contact with pigs can contract this disease. Okay, so you may mark the important points. Now the next disease is AIDS. AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. That is the full form of AIDS. That is also asked. Spellings are very important. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Now acquired means which we get during our lifetime. Immunodeficiency means deficiency in the immune system. What is immune system? Immune system fights against the diseases. If there is any microorganism which is entering our body, then the immune system in our body starts to fight against the microorganisms. That system itself is destroyed by this virus. Okay, so due to that there are several diseases, number of diseases occurring in the body of that patient. So number of diseases, it's said to be a syndrome. A syndrome means a collection of diseases. Okay, so what do you mean by a syndrome? It is a collection of diseases. So AIDS, the full form is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. The person suffers from too many different types of diseases because his immune system is not able to fight against any type of microorganism which enters his body. I repeat, the AIDS patient suffers from many diseases because his immune system is not able to fight against any type of microorganism which enters his body. Okay, so he suffers from many diseases. So each and every time whatever disease he gets, the doctor give medicine for that disease, and for a particular period that disease disappears. After some days another disease occurs. So again the doctor gives the medicine for that disease, again that disappears. So there is no particular medicine for AIDS, only symptomatic treatment is given. That means whatever symptoms the patient shows, only the medicine for those symptoms are given. It is a viral disease. So what is the full form of AIDS? It is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. What is the causative organism? It is caused by HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus. It is human immunodeficiency virus. Here there is progressive weakening of natural immunity. In that patient there is progressive weakening of natural immunity. Naturally, on that person's own, he doesn't have any immunity. He is not able to fight against any type of poisonous microorganism which is entering his body. Okay. Now, ELISA test. Okay, that is the test which is used for diagnosis. This is a fill in the blank question. Name the following. The test for diagnosis of AIDS, it is ELISA. Okay, and the symptoms are person specific. It differs from person to person. Okay, so that is about AIDS. Now, on page number 9, always remember there is a box. AIDS does not occur due to touching to and sharing the food with HIV infected person or by nursing the HIV patient. So you can touch an HIV patient, not like that of swine flu and corona. Okay, in that you have to keep yourself isolated from other people. In case of AIDS, you don't have to keep isolated from other people, from those people. Only that your blood and your body fluids shouldn't come into contact with their blood or their body fluids. Okay, so AIDS does not occur due to touching and sharing of food with HIV infected person or by nursing the HIV patient. Our behavior with HIV infected person must be normal. Okay, so it should be normal. Next, towards the right, do you know part. HIV was first reported in an African species of monkeys. According to National AIDS Control Program and UNAIDS, 80 to 85% HIV infections in India occur through unsafe sexual contacts. So this is a disease which is spread through contaminated blood and contaminated body fluids. Contaminated means those body fluids in which the virus is present. Okay, so just by physical contact the disease is not spread. It spreads by sexual contact or if you come in contact with the blood of the infected person. So this is about AIDS. So today we studied about 3 diseases. What were they? Dengue, swine flu and AIDS. Okay, we must study the symptoms and the causative organisms of these diseases. Okay, thank you.